Vienna is a pulsating city. More than 1.6 million people live in Vienna, and more than 3 million visit the city on the Danube every year. Vienna is considered to be one of the most livable cities in the world. Many different criteria lead to this top rating by international comparison. Long-term planning in the environmental sector was and is an important pillar of city politics. Vienna is internationally renowned for its waste management. Delegations from throughout the world regularly come to Vienna to inform themselves on location about the city's facilities. Waste management is an aspect in the function of a city that cannot be overlooked, but normally takes place off the beaten track of the tourist attractions. The new waste incineration plant in Pfaffenau can, however, be seen as a new place of interest in the sense of active environmental protection and is an important step towards the securing of sustainable living quality in Vienna.
In Austria, it is forbidden by law to deposit residual waste untreated on dump sites. With the new waste incineration plant Pfaffenau and the incineration plants that exist already, Vienna assures that residual waste is treated properly and is furthermore converted into valuable energy in the form of electricity and district heat. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's my great pleasure to present the WIP Pfaffenau to you today. Together with the locations Flötzersteig and Spittelau, the new plant deals with Vienna's residual waste in compliance with the highest environmental standards. The routes of transport from waste collection to waste treatment can be massively reduced because all incineration plants are located in the urban area of Vienna. Feeding heat into the district heating network guarantees an optimal use of the available energy. Let us now take a look at this impressive building.
The standards of the plant that was to be newly built in the environmental center Semmering were very high from the beginning. It should result in the emergence of a high-tech plant for the protection of the environment. In addition to highly functional demands and licenses in an environmental impact assessment procedure in accordance with the strictest environmental standards in Europe, it also had to be suitable to architectural and aesthetical aspects. The design of the project is the result of an EU-wide architecture competition. In a construction period of less than 3 years, one of Europe's most modern waste incineration plants came into existence, the WIP Pfaffenau.
The Viennese waste management concept is based on the 3 basic principles: prevention, separation, and utilization. The best waste is, of course, the one that is not produced in the first place. This is why the main focus, in addition to the prevention, is on waste separation. Thus, more than 330,000 tons of waste and biogenic waste is separated annually in Vienna. It is divided into used paper, white and colored glass, metal, plastic, organic waste, and other waste. Only the waste that cannot be recycled requires proper treatment, and incineration is most suitable for this. Now, how does this container get to Simmering? I'm sure you've heard of the Men in Orange.
With more than 3,500 employees, the MA48 is one of the biggest municipal departments in Vienna. In addition to street cleaning, snow clearing, and the municipal fleet of cars, it is especially responsible for waste management. 365 days a year, the employees of MA48 go to great lengths to keep the city clean and to collect the waste that every individual has produced. The journey to Simmering can now begin. The transport of the non-recyclable waste to the plant takes place with collection vehicles from MA48, mainly via the highway. Roughly 770 tons of waste are delivered daily. Now a special kind of relay begins. When entering, the waste collection vehicle is weighed and after approval by the traffic light can drive to the tips of the waste bunker. A total of 12 tilting spots are available for the valuable load. The tips are equipped with flaps in order to prevent smell and dust disturbing the surrounding area. These are only opened during the emptying procedure. Welcome to the storeroom with special dimensions. 15 meters wide and 72 meters long, it can store 18,000 cubic meters of waste, which corresponds to an average load of 1,800 waste collection vehicles. This is the crane operator's territory. He controls the undisturbed procedure in the waste bunker, makes sure that the waste is well mixed, and navigates the waste crane with a smooth touch towards the incineration charging bin. Now it is going to get really hot. The burning waste is transported downwards by slow pushing movements of the grate. The air necessary for combustion is fed through the openings in the grate as well as directly into the incineration chamber. The firing temperature in the flame rises to more than 1,000 degrees centigrade. After roughly 1 hour, the combustion process is completed. Approximately 30% residue of combustion, consisting mainly of non-flammable elements like slag, ash, scrap, and stones, accumulate on the grate side. The residue of combustion must be further treated. The scrap is separated with the help of metal separators and is used in the metal industry. The slag is solidified together with the ash into ash slag cement in the waste treatment plant Vienna, which makes the environmentally compliant deposit in the city's dump site possible. Let's return to the plant. Now an 850 degrees centigrade heat wave climbs up the waste heat boiler. Here the heat energy from the hot flue gas is transferred to the water in the boiler. The flue gas successively flows through the various components of the waste heat boiler, the so-called flues. In the first part, the empty flues, the walls are equipped with pipes. The boiler water circulates in them. The flue gas delivers the energy to the water, whereby this heats and rises to the top and the flue gas is cooled. After the empty flues, the second component follows, the boiler flues. Additional contact heat surfaces are deployed here. The preheated water is channeled once again through pipes and thus repeatedly heated until it evaporates. The steam created is the basis for the production of energy. More about this later. The flue gas has cooled down step by step from the original 850 degrees down to 250 degrees centigrade. The last component is the economizer. The remaining temperature is used to preheat the water in the boiler. Thus the energy is used to a maximum. The ash accumulated in the waste heat boiler is collected in funnels and deposited in the ash silo.